It's another warm, sunny day in the islands as the noonday sun shines brightly down upon the Kona coastline. It's lunchtime, and while this may seem like an enjoyable day at the beach, it in fact is part of the daily routine, what has become a way of life for many who are homeless here in Hawaii. The situation is on an unfortunate increase, with current estimates putting the homeless population at 800. For understandable reasons, only a few were willing to talk with us.
Well, it's an awkward feeling because I've never been homeless before, although it is, if you are living without a home, you are homeless. A lot of people have a stigma that goes with the word homeless, and they think of people, you know, hanging out on streets or bums or people that aren't willing to work or otherwise just, you know, social misfits. That isn't the case at all. It's simply, for a lot of us out here, economics. We can't afford the housing in Hawaii. Most of the day is spent with just trying to survive, to getting up, bathe, find a place to bathe, and it's always cold showers, feeding, just taking care of the normally family routines takes the majority of your day here.
Keeping a close watch on the plight of the homeless is the West Hawaii Task Force, headed by Kathy Lewis.
They're homeless for a whole lot of different reasons. You know, maybe they've lost things through a divorce, through illness, through a job-related accident. Maybe they moved here and things just didn't work out for them. So there's a whole lot of different reasons, but through spending time with these different people, we've really focused on the working homeless, because they're the ones that if you just give them the right tools, they're able to help themselves, and that's what we really want to see. We certainly have a number of people coming, especially from the mainland, but we also have a lot of local people that have been born and raised here that have that same problem, that they're just not able to afford one of the so-called affordable homes.
Current statistics show that single women heads the list of homeless adults. The majority of men and women fall between the 19 to 35 age category, with half having no high school diploma, but there are others who have higher degrees. Most who are homeless are in a family situation, and contrary to popular belief, most of the people who are homeless do not choose to be. Their reasons can range from family breakup to relocation.
What we find is a lot of people are working their job at about $5 an hour. So let's say, you know, for a month they're earning $800, and then you take out taxes, and if they're getting any medical coverage, so that might bring it down to $650. And then if they're really lucky, they can get an apartment for maybe $475 if they're really lucky. So then with what's left, they have to pay for food, they have to pay for clothes, they have to pay for their gas, they have to pay for all those things that we find come up in a month in one's life.
Because you're having to hide during the day, because you have to hide during the night, you never get out in the public and be able to be a contributor. I don't know how many jobs that people have told me that they apply for. They're turned down, not because of anything other than the fact they're homeless. They're considered a bad risk to begin with. And how can that be? They, above anybody else, want to get a job, get working, get a steady income to get out of this situation.
These conditions can be especially hard on the family unit.
Coming to Hawaii was my son's dream of where he wanted to be, you know, and so we just took the big step and we came here. And unfortunately, getting here took most of our funds, and then trying to find a home for what we had left here was just impossible. So during the waiting of the looking, we ended up homeless on the beaches. It's brought us to get closer together in a lot of ways, simply because of surviving on a daily basis together is something that brings you closer as a family. Going through hardship together brings you closer as a family.
The homeless aren't hopeless, and they're not bums. If they could just find one spot for the homeless where they can actually sit down and relax.
I also want to mention that the county and the state have been working with us. I feel that, you know, through the task force we've been doing a lot of advocacy and community awareness, and we do have the officials working with us. So we feel real positive about it. You know, it feels like things are beginning to happen.
Here you go.
The end of the day doesn't mean the end of the problem. You pack your bags and set out to find another place to call home, at least for tonight. Tomorrow, you do it all over again.
We got showers at the bathrooms and stuff like that. So we just try to do the best we can. And when we get money, we get the food and stuff that we need.
As far as anybody wants to know, you don't exist. You just don't exist. You pick up your things, you pack away. It's like the places when you leave them in the morning look the same as when you came the night before. So during the day, we don't exist. At night, we find a small spot to get out of the way and exist for a few hours. You do the best you can with what you've got to work with and hope that the next day will bring a difference. 7 months is a long time to keep the faith, so to speak, but you do.
As an added footnote to our story, we've got some good news to report. Cheryl and John, the mother and son that you just met, have since found employment and an apartment. However, there remain countless others who are homeless here in West Hawaii. If you'd like to find out more, there will be an open public forum Wednesday night, July 26th, down at Holly Halavai, beginning at 7 p.m. with some of our elected officials. National Homeless Week runs July 26th through the 1st of August. Kathy Lewis can give you more information. She's at 322-0033. Stay with us. I'll be back with the final wrap-up.
We welcome you to the Keoho Beach Hotel. Our ocean terrace is a delightful place to dine. Lanai tables overlook the fascinating tide pools. Enjoy Chinese delicacies and a dim sum table every Monday through Thursday from 5 to 9 p.m. Come and relax. Your evenings with us are always memorable. E komo mai. We welcome you to the Keoho Beach Hotel, the true spirit of aloha.
Do you often feel like laughing, crying, singing, or dancing? Do you sometimes feel like conquering the whole world yourself? Well, whatever you feel, come see Dr. Video in the King Kamehameha Square, and he'll prescribe the right movie for your mood. Dr. Video carries a large selection of titles in both VHS and Beta for sale or for rent. And if you don't own a video cassette player, don't let that stop you. Dr. Video will rent you one with your movie. So for all your video needs, come see Dr. Video in the King Kamehameha Square next to the Kailua Chevron.
Welcome to the Club, West Hawaii's most versatile high-tech health center for all levels of fitness. The Club's professionally certified staff will expertly guide you through a full array of invigorating life cycle machines and free weight equipment. Choose from over 40 aerobics classes that include a Kids Fit, fat burning and golden age workout classes, unwind with a personalized massage, soothing jacuzzi, or stimulating sauna. And don't forget to have a contemporary club cut. Enjoy Hawaii the healthy way and burn calories the Club way. Experience how terrific you can be only at the Club.
Come to Kona Photo Center in the North Kona Shopping Center when shopping for photo equipment or binoculars. How about the latest in audio and video equipment? You'll find a highly trained staff who will give you complete and current information on this high-tech equipment. Confused about film? Talk to the experts at Kona Photo Center. We also copy, mount, and frame your old photographs. It's always a pleasure to shop at Kona Photo Center.
At Kona Photo Center, you always get a second set of prints free when you ask for processing by Kodak.
Here's a quick check at some of the events coming up for West Hawaii. The Kealakekua Public Library will be holding a film titled Flash and the Teenage Otter, Wednesday, July 26th, 10 a.m., and admission is free. The Kona Complex of Summer School will be holding a program titled The Voyage of Rediscovery, July 27th, down at the Kealakehe Elementary Cafeteria. This Polynesian music medley will begin at 6 p.m. The Rusty Harpoon is announcing their first annual fish cutoff, a contest to see who is the fastest fillet cutter here in the Big Island. That's set for Saturday, July 29th to 2 p.m. down at the Hulihe'e Palace grounds. A pancake breakfast to benefit some of our local charities is set for Sunday, July 30th, 6 a.m. down at Holly Halavai. The Blondies Men's Jackpot Slow Pitch Softball Tournament is expected to draw the top softball teams from around the state to the old airport August 4th, 5th, and 6th, all of them vying for a $2,000 prize jackpot. And the 5th annual Roselles Mardi Gras Golf Tournament is set for Saturday, August 5th, 11 a.m. down at the Waikoloa Village Golf Course. This is to benefit the American Cancer Society. Remember, if you'd like to post your event on our billboard, we ask you to give us all the details 3 weeks in advance. Send it in to Box 715, Kealakekua. And coming up next week, here on Weekly Highlights. We'll take you down to Pu'uhonua Ohonau now for a conversation with Park Superintendent Jerry Shimoda. For the last 17 years, he's been manager, caretaker, and all-around friend to these grounds. We'll take a historical look at the park and meet the man who calls this place home. So make it a point to tune in for that and a whole lot more next Wednesday night right here on Channel 6. And don't forget, the Weekly Highlights is now seen at 6:30 and 8 p.m. 7 nights a week. I'd like to remind you about the Bloodmobile, again, that's coming to town next Wednesday night, July 26th, 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. up at the Konawaina High School cafeteria. Give Doc Holliday a call. He'll be glad to sign you up. Stick around for Mike Sakamoto in Fishing Tales. He's up in just a few minutes. Tonight he goes fishing for ahi. Cindy Gregory's Island Adventure comes around in about a half hour. I'm Lionel Medeiros. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next week. Good night.